Legendary Fighters 5 Dawn of a New Age. The introduction. Turn our attention now to the secret castle in Utopia Castle, where Siegfried Synagen had his headquarters. Him and his allies, Starbar Alfara, Dan, Jenna, Ricardo Guardian, Carnaro Rota, and others, trying to plan a way to bring down the Sulmachen Empire and thus usher in the new age of Siegfried Synagen. All agreed that a frontal military assault will be the height of idiocy, seeing that the Sulmachens were the biggest and largest power holding the most population in the universe. Attacking them head on while they were united would be idiotic. So they had to come up with a strategy. But it was Carnaro Rota that suggested the tournament, which the Floors once had before it was stopped because of the Great War, where the winner will automatically rule the universe or be awarded great riches. Something like that would indeed allure Samaritan, since he was such a fighter. They all agreed. But how? If Samaritan were to win, he would rule the universe. The whole point was to get rid of him. And so the plan was hatched by Ricardo Guardian that at the end of the tournament, which will be held on planet Samoko, they will place careful assassins. The coverage will be briefly stopped. Assassins will come to assassinate him, and he will say there'll be an excuse. So it was Kaba that came up with the excuse for resistance from within the Sumatran galaxy. More importantly, of the scholastical powers were in Sumatran dead. And if they could pull that rumor, then Uyui, the second in command of Sumatran, would be blamed for Sumatran's death, causing the Sumatran allies and the various powers and species within Sumatran space to turn us the scholastical, enabling a civil war. Thus, with the chaos and confusion, Siegfried Synagen would then rise up to be a leader of hope and unity, and bring peace and prosperity and the true meaning of utopia back into the universe. Siegfried listened to all their plans, as the other leaders and commanders wavered on this plan. Siegfried Synagen stood up and rose and said with the plan, "Yes, all my years of carefully planning, all allies, this would be a perfect opportunity. As stated, I have allies and troops of the Bahara in the Sumatran, the Bankaran, and in the Shuran. And with all of you here in this room, our empire will grow quickly and bring order to the universe and the Sumatrans and extend the scholastical reign of terror of this universe will be over. And this time, my rule will not be interrupted by the elders, seeing I've given up evil and sought good. I am blessed by heaven to have each and every one of you as my allies. The time has come for us to usher in the new age which our Lord above has created for us. The times of Sumatran rule and the Sumatran name are long overdue. With this plan, regardless of who wins or loses in the tournament to come, we will be victorious. Long live the LaFleur legacy, and the successor. And everyone got up and cheered, "Long live the successor of Androsica! Long live Siegfried Synagen!" So the plan was hatched. The same reporters, media buzz that once was the highlight of entertainment for the universe suddenly appeared on the many transmissions of the universe. All across the cosmos, people were awed that the tournaments would start again. Since it had been almost a whole generation since the Great War, and there was no definitive leader of the universe, this was the perfect opportunity for people to know exactly where the future of the universe lied. In their wake, many powers and those that wanted to fight, and many of those that harbored ambition, began to turn up. For the Tacdurans, Susie, Duke's girlfriend who had been healed from her sickness, ordered Duke, Warren, and Rom to invest themselves in this tournament. Seeing that she was well, Susie had a lust for power and saw the Tacduran much larger and bigger than just another subsidiary to Sudamatran. She wanted dominance. And Duke, who single-handedly destroyed the entire Insuran army all by himself during the Great War, was a testament to his strength, and so she wanted to utilize him. Warren and Rom were in protest because they didn't want to participate, knowing that some Samaritan quite well will be participating. However, Duke Mine was convinced because he listened to Susie, and so they had no other say in the matter. Also in the Builderon, Blast Lello, Straw, and a new Cabelon Rex also decided to join. Not because they wanted to rule the universe, but because they could use the money. Seeing that Builderon was mostly bankrupt because of the Builderons had to pay reprimands to the universe for their assistance in the Prince of Darkness. The Dimensions, Travessa Ray, Malin Naville, and Universal Alba also joined in order to fully establish autonomy of the dimensions and to prevent future wars from happening in the dimensions. Also, Team Ufara, which consists of Ufara, Gaba, and Staba. They were there to ensure that the tournament went smoothly and to ensure, if necessary, that they would be the ones to cut down Samarita. Others in the Lagoon, like Beck Lagoon, one of the first Lagoon family members to be publicly recognized, I found Tena Yamakro, seeing that this was another chance for the Lagoons to finally rule the universe after the flaws were gone. They took this chance. Also, there would be the Skalaska team of Mary Calf, her host, and everyone else who wanted, her host and Debbie, who wanted to fight because they love fighting. And Mary Calf was like, didn't really participate in the other tournaments, so she was interested. And asked Samaritan and his daughter Claire and Mark. So the plan was hatched. Samaritan was going to battle. He left Uyui in charge. Uyui questioned his lord and said, "Well, Lord, we have the numbers and advantage. If we just use our military to clear dominance, we don't have to have these tournaments." Sumatran said he was well aware of the rumors about him being a warmonger and saying a rule possibly by him would result in more constant fighting. He wanted to prove them wrong by winning the final and grand tournament of all. And then enlisting his daughter, who was skilled in leadership and kindness, Claire, who was the successor of his father's Pendra sword, to lead in his stead, to begin the Sumatran dynasty. But there was one more team to be hatched. However, as Rakari Yellow was looking into the conflict in the Kachuru and the wars and states that were happening, and in the background, there was others moving in the universe, plotting and moving forward with their plans to further segregate the universe into fractions. In the factions, the Great War was over, but a new battle was close at hand.